Hi, I'm Sophia, and today we're going to meet an artist called Desilu Banton. I do love art, and Desilu's work is full of abstract and a lot of symbolism. Let's go and see Desilu at work.
So, yeah, there's aspects of being famous or being renowned. To be renowned is jibarim, yeah? Like the mighty ones of old. Yeah, to be of renown.
So how does it feel to you paint? How does it feel within yourself to just take the paintbrush and just paint?
It's very liberating for one. That's one aspect. It's very liberating because I've got something to say. And what I'm doing is speaking the language of what some Afrocentric people refer to as ancestor. Kneels down.
It's very colourful, isn't it? It reminds me of the colours in your painting.
Okay. Why here? It's quiet. I can come here and have some remedies. You know, stuff to look after yourself.
Okay.
You got food here that you won't get outside into the main part of stuff.
Right.
Because I don't like business when I'm eating. So I tend to like a place where I can eat healthy food.
So this kind of calms you down after that painting?
Yeah, exactly.
And what food would you choose to eat now?
Vegetables, a lot of vegetables.
Loads of vegetables?
Lots of tea, then later on I'll think the spirits later on.
Are you a vegan?
Yeah.
Is that the reason why?
Yeah, vegan.
Okay. Who are the Black Pharaohs of Egypt and what dynasty were they?
Yes, you know that when we talk about Egypt, we have to talk about 3 different periods of time. The history we are talking and we are seeing now, that's called New Kingdom, Middle Kingdom, and late period. But we have what we called it pre-dynastic, that before the dynasties, and we have something called archaic time, that's very old. It goes back to 17,000 BC. People at that time, they were hunting and picking up fruit from the trees, and there were no any kind of organization. And at that time, there were hundreds of branches of the Nile, okay? And Egypt, it was big wood. It was like the tropical area of Africa today.
Well, I know the competition is very stiff because I used to be a member of the Society of Portrait Sculptors.
Right.
I've since resigned. I've resigned about 2 years ago. But 2 of the selected sculptors are from that society. One of them is the vice president of the society, and the other one is the secretary. And so, you know, I felt, you know, that I was in familiar surroundings with those 2 artists, but I know that they're very good. So I don't know anything about any of the others. So I know that the competition is going to be really stiff.
So when will they decide who's going to be doing the Mary Cycle?
Well, the final selection will be made sometime in May. In May, all 8 artists will be invited to exhibit their work as part of a selection exhibition.
Okay.
You look wonderful. They're going to be all into you tonight. What did I say? The African say?
I think I see you somewhere before, but you never say hello.
Why do they always come up the same lines? Tell me.
You've got to try, you know.
I think it's try. What it is today, you know, I parked my car, you know, it was 2 minutes late, and what I did was run into my car, and there was this big fat Nigerian woman there, yeah? And I said, oh, please, don't give me a ticket. And you know what she said?
The ticket is staying on your car. You will have to appeal if you don't like it.
Well, I mean, what is it with these African deep voices? What is it?
Hello, my name is Femi.
I mean, they all sound like this, don't they? You can't distinguish the two.
No.
No, but I'm 18 years old. I don't have to think about love. The only thing you should be concerned about is your schoolwork and no disruption. Yeah? When I talk to you, you need to look at me, yes, and have some respect. Yeah? Did you hear what I said? Get your room right now.
to your room right now.
Go to your room. Go on. Go to your room. You're ready.
Okay, Ms. Carbu, the course will start next week, Monday, and it will cost you £40 per term.
Great. I'll see you next week.
Okay.
Thanks.
The word pagan or witch, when mentioned amongst certain groups of people today, instills all kinds of negative images and stereotypes. For the last 500 years, Christian dogma has demonised any pagan seen to be a witch. If the people seen here were living in the 17th century, they would have to be put to death for practising their belief. The word pagan in earlier times simply meant country dweller. Today, pagan is used to describe a variant of nature-based belief.
I think paganism, talking as an anthropologist, paganism is, or the modern pagans, are a way of celebrating the natural world, a way of avoiding established religions, and it's a place for a certain group of people to find some sort of meaning in their lives, which is not offered by modern materialism or modern Christian religions in particular in this country. So I think it's a haven, it's a home for a way of thinking that links anti-materialism, respect for nature, and a love for the future in that way.
So who are the modern day pagans? In fact, they live amongst us every day. Most belong to religious groups or secret societies that are unknown to most of us.
Here in my